Well, hello, tube timers. Oh man, talk about aggravation. Here we go. I'm going to tape this until I can't take it anymore. What I'm doing is I'm putting the felt back on the bottom of this telephone. And I gotta bend this felt over and pinch it in here with this ring. As you can probably guess, I need more hands and arms than God gave me, so we're going to see what happens. Yeah, this is going to be about as interesting as watching paint dry, but who knows? Maybe somebody will enjoy the annoyance of it all. Whoops. See, this is where it gets aggravating. When you get so far along around that you can't. And there she goes. I'm vying for a better. I should go overhead with a camera, an overhead camera. That's what I need to get. A camera that can see overhead, so I don't have to try to get this on the side like this. Oh well, on to the wish list. The bucket list of things I should do. I wonder how many bucket lists I have. Huh. So far so good. If I don't let it go. As we get closer to the edge, it's going to get harder and harder to get this stuff pinched in here. That's what I call joy. Alright, let's see if we can get this last little bit tucked in and around. If I don't poke a hole in this green thing, I will be amazed to beat the band. Come on, you little stinker. Alright, well, we'll see if we can tighten this up. We got some of this in. Yeah, some of this in very well, actually. One slip, and the whole thing is for naught. Well, let's see how we can get this in here. There's probably crafty people out there that know exactly how to do this, and without all this kind of horsing around, but I got a funny feeling I'm in for the horsing around. There we go. Everything still looks good. Ouch. Ouch. It's amazing I've said that only once so far. Now, if I could get this to stay up there somehow, maybe with a thing like this, I might get a little more bargaining room. Yeah, an overhead camera would be perfect for this. I gotta think about this. And I do have a decent camera for this, I think, but I don't think I have a decent bracket to hold it all in. And of course, as I go along here, this decides to fold up and out on me. Alright, get the last 2 inches. That'll be the worst. I know exactly what's going to be the worst it can possibly be. Alright, we'll hold this in. We'll pinch this down. Gosh, we're so close. So close. Well, we're getting pretty much there. This is the only area I'm worried about right here, because it isn't quite, it's fairly flat underneath. See, I'm going to go try to fix something. Now you watch. It's going to explode into ugliness somehow. It's the way these things always work. And by exploding into ugliness, I mean all of a sudden the whole thing will pop off, and that'll be all she wrote. Well, this bottom feels pretty good. Now, what I need to do, you see, this thing, this retaining ring, was backed up really tight this way, and that's what keeps it pinched in. I'm sure of it. So what I got to do is I've got to take this overlap of metal right here and get them right into a line with each other. I wonder how I'm going to do that. Seems like a screwdriver ought to be used. Not that way. Huh. How the heck can I get that pinched? See, it has to pinch the thickness of this cloth all the way around, this felt. The question is, how do I do that? Well, maybe if I take it up and sort of work it out this way, it'll be a trick. It'll do the trick. And if I don't wind up in the hospital after this with a puncture wound somewhere, I'll be just absolutely... Ooh, that looks good. Oh, that looks like a very good way of doing it. I know you can't see anything here, and I'm sorry. Maybe this thing isn't going to be worth publishing once I look at it. I don't know. But I do know that I am getting closer and closer to getting it tucked in there. 1 millimeter at a time. Looks like I got about 3 millimeters to go. There. 2 millimeters to go. Back to 3 millimeters to go. All right. Things are going to pop off, and pow, is all she wrote. Well, this is going to be an interesting problem. How the heck do I get these two to line up? That's what you've been struggling to see on the camera, as I have been trying to there she goes. See, there she goes. I wasn't careful for one moment, and the whole thing pops off. However, it nicely stayed in place for the most part. I think what I'll try to do, there we go. Now I'm going to try to do is, whoops, maybe I can put them both together and just push it in somehow. Ugh. Well, that's good because it's If all else works, get the hammer out. Oops. Popped out. I didn't think about starting it from the splitting edge. Maybe I need to start from the splitting edge and work it in this way. That's kind of cool. Maybe that's kind of the trick. Tuck it in this way. Normally I'd have this in my lap by now as I was trying to jiggle it in, but I want to keep it also on the as much on the screen as possible. Oh yes, I definitely need a overhead camera. Now we'll see. Now we will see. I think I've got it. A little bit of a boring YouTube thing, but what the heck. What a nice pad below. Well, we'll see if it takes. Better handle this thing very carefully because it's going to fall apart. Anyways, tube timers, that's enough for now. I hope you enjoyed this session. Really, it was a test of my new camera. It's a Moco's camera. I got it on Amazon. And I'm kind of impressed. It's of the several I've tried, this by far has been the best close-up resolution as well as distance resolution. So we'll see. Good day, tube timers. Take care. Be safe. And we'll see you in a few days.